Hi, so this video is talking about the works cited evaluative assignment. This is a version of an annotated bibliography, which you will more than likely do in Comp 2. That's a very standard paper, but I just wanted to kind of simplify it to make it still something that you're practicing those same skills, but not to the extent that you would in a full-blown annotated bib. You are going to be using the trap test. That should be familiar if you watched the previous videos for this unit. So here are the instructions. Again, you're going to find 5 sources that meet the credibility guidelines for the research paper. That means they pass the trap test. They're also not any source that appears on that list of non-credible sources that I've provided. You're going to be using MLA 9 to do your works cited entries for each of your source. You have the master guide to MLA that will show you how to do that. We've already had an exam on MLA, so that should be familiar to you. You certainly can use sources like easybib.com to put the information into MLA style. Realize that not all of those we call those bibliographic generators. Not all of them are accurate. I would certainly not use the one that's built into Word, because sometimes it's not even MLA 9, it's like MLA 7, which is very different. So you always have to still double check. But I use EasyBib. I think EasyBib, EASYBIB.com. I think it's actually quite accurate. Now, if you don't sign up for it, it's going to make you watch, ads every once in a while. So if you can put up with that, that's fine. But again, even if you find a site like a journal that provides the citation, first of all, make sure it's in MLA, because sometimes it'll just be an APA or something else. And again, double check to make sure that it's accurate. So then you're going to, as you gather your sources, you're going to complete a trap analysis. And you're going to focus on showing how each source meets at least 3 of the 5 trap criteria. So remember, the criteria are timeliness, relevance, authority, accuracy, and purpose. Right? So you're going to have 6 paragraphs in all, 1 for each of your sources and a final overview. The paragraphs will be about 3 to 4 sentences long, so this is not huge. An annotated bib is probably 2 or 3 times for each paragraph. So again, this is quite focused and succinct. Each analysis will identify the source by the author's name to begin the paragraph. You will then apply 3 of the trap criteria in 3 sentences. So 1 sentence for each criteria, and then at the end of each sentence, identify which criteria you're discussing by putting it in bold in the parentheses. So I don't want any question about, well, are you talking about timeliness or accuracy here? You're going to let me know which you're going to do. And there's an example we're going to look at to make sure, like, what? Yeah, don't worry, I'll show you. In the 6th paragraph, you're going to explain why you believe these sources, despite any limitations noted in your trap analysis, are valuable and appropriate for your research paper. How will they contribute to your overall argument and understanding of the topic? Again, that should be 3 to 4 sentences only. So I've given you an example of an A paper at the end of the handout. We'll go over that. So again, remember, formatting and submission, MLA 9th edition only. You're going to do that standard MLA layout that we've been using in all of our papers. Your title will be evaluative works cited, quote, and then which prompt are you using, and you'll just use the prompt title from the list that you've provided. Or if you are making up your own, you will make some kind of title that makes it clear, right? And then on the second page, you use trap analysis as the title. You will save your paper as either DOCX or PDF. Again, 40% of your paper are your MLA works cited citations, 50% are your trap analysis paragraphs, 5% is your justification, that's that 6th paragraph, and then 5% is your overall presentation. Is it in MLA format for the spacing and all that? Has it been edited and revised? All right, so here is what it looks like. So we have Mr. Doe. Here's your standard heading. Up here, you've got your page number heading. This is an example of the title. So you'll all use this, but then this will be whatever is that beginning of the prompt, right? And you'll see it in bold. So now we have 5 sources. They are in MLA style. They're alphabetized by the first information in each. they're in hanging indent, and they're double spaced. So this is a book. We have, and the rest of these are academic journals. So that's your first page, just 5 sources listed alphabetically. Your second page will start with trap analysis, and then here you can see Fleming and Mill's book. So remember, you're supposed to identify the authors. You can also give the title if it's appropriate. You're going to then give the first sentence is going to be your first trap criteria. And notice at the end in bold, Mr. Doe has put which one he's looking at. And then here, this one is authority, and then this one is accuracy. That's all you're doing. Here's the second one. Here's the authors, right? And the first one is relevance. And here he has accuracy and authority in the same sentence with a follow-up sentence here. Notice how he does that, though, to make sure that it's clear that he has clearly established authority and accuracy. So now we have Reed's article. We have relevance, authority, and accuracy. Reiner and Willingham's, right? Relevance, authority, and accuracy. Mr. Doe liked those 3 for just about all of them. In fact, I think he might have used those 3 for all of them. You don't have to use those 3. So don't think just because he chose to do that, that you can't use timeliness and purpose. Here we have our authors, our 3 criteria. And then at the end, he gives an overview of why he thinks these 5 sources are going to be good for his paper. Right? And he said, these sources, despite their individual limitations, collectively offer a comprehensive understanding of learning styles. They encompass a variety of perspectives from theoretical frameworks to practical applications and critical analyses. And notice in parentheses, he's mentioned which of the articles by author do these different things that he thinks is important for his research. By combining these diverse viewpoints, so think about what synthesis is when I talked about that and how important that is. This is again showing how it's synthesized. This research can present a nuanced and balanced argument on the role of learning styles in education, recognizing both potential benefits and limitations. So that's all this is. Right. So again, this up here should be the easiest part because all you're doing is following the rules of MLA. Use the master guide. I have given you templates. All you have to do is identify what kind of source you've got, academic journal that's online. Find that information in the master guide and look at the template and the example to show you exactly how you need to put it in there, the punctuation you need, the spacing, the italics, the whatever, right? So that's pretty easy. This one here is going to take you a little bit more time, but these should be things that you're looking at when you're evaluating these sources anyway. So I'm just asking you to write a few sentences about it. Okay. All right. That's it. That is due July 1st. So you don't want to wait to get started on this. As I've said in the other videos, it's really important that you get started and keep a really good steady pace because, again, we're trying to do 6 weeks worth of work in 3 weeks. So there's not a lot of downtime. All right, email me if you got any questions. I'll see you in the next video.